Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Like 80.
Nice, sweetheart.
On first down, it's Rodriguez. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next to receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 26 Monday.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Like 5.
54 Mike. That's the run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 29-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, B. Big series right here.
Roethlisberger. Open man is Uzama. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Line 80.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Bring it up. Kill.
And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now a give, right side. Rodriguez, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
It's a gain of 5, and all of a sudden here it's third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, just keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Blue 30. No spacing.
On third down, it's Rodriguez, and he'll be well short of a first down as he's stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Switch.
Sunday.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
Great.
Set the tone.
Let's go.
Set the tone. Defense, let's go.
They run with Hines, and the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it second down and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to get the stop here, D.
Now Wins. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Waiting.
System, Mike. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Kill.
36. Line 36. What we got?
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out, and that's caught inside the 30. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe bashed it.
Super toe.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
Now a give, right side. It's Rodriguez. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go.
Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Third down. Woo! Let's get it.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check.
X3, 218, chop.
On 3rd down, Barry. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Line 36. Line 36. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run on first down. Hines. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Switch.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
I'm trying to collect. Check three.
Black, come on.
54. Mike's 54. I got wide.
Where's 5-7?
Check four.
Here's Hines. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Mike's 5-4.
Working from the gun. Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80.
What tight end?
On 3rd down, it's Rodriguez. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. 180.
Switch.
That's great 57. Hey, wahoo.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Matt Collins. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing just about on his own goal line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26.
We play to win.
So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 23 yards the pickup there. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
54. Yeah, that's what I do. Wow.
On first down, it's Hines, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Hey, other side, solid. Hey, kill.
From the 44, Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Check 55. Mike.
This 5-7.
Watch 55. You're trapped. 55 is Mike, guys. 55. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. First down for Philly. Wentz on target to Hollins. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check three. Jim.
Hey, stand.
Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Jack 16.
Right back to him on first down. The corner, Ronald Darby, comes up to get it.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. In on the stop, DeMonte Casey.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Guys, escape.
Middle.
Let's go.
50.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. 53's the Mike. 53.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Sunday, Sunday.
36 to Mike. I got one. Mike, 36. Mike, 36. Watch the curl.
Hey, Bush. Sunday.
Kill. Turn up.
On first down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Let's go. Great.
Check 13.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Go. 280.
Mike's my board. They going to need some therapy after this. Shoot. Check 37.
40.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in this second half.
Here we go. 180.
Check. Walk 54. Walk 54.
Here, shift. 5'9".
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On third and long, it's Wins. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
We got this.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Right there.
They'll run on first down. Rodriguez. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Alert. Hey, box truck.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Steelers on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. The Steelers will go. It's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On first down, it's Hines. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
At the Steelers' 23-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. We got this. 25. Check 25.
Run.
Alert 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Kill.
Here's Grant. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. This is Hines. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Done. 180.
Silver flag. He's checking. Crash.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Now Matt Bryant on for the field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by Bryant is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time. Got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
54.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive with Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 2nd down now, it's Grant, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And now right out of the 2-minute break, will get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Here's Bradley Pena now. He's been terrific so far. And this will pin him back as it's out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go. Watch that 44.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A big play there for Philly. 61 yards that time on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd and 8.